Break it down, the political landscape. This is K2, truth for you. Political honesty rooted in God. This is K2, truth for you.
Good evening. Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken.
I'm Kevin.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is KQ, the truth for you.
Good evening. Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken.
I'm Kevin. We are coming to y'all once again from the mean streets of Montgomery. We have a chip on our shoulder, though, today.
Knock it off.
We singing tired.
Knock it off.
We singing tired. Look, I'm tired of the same old thing. Everybody sitting back and acquiesce. Everybody sitting back chilling while the hinges are coming off, y'all. We only have a certain amount of time before this next election. I'm telling you, it's time to let common sense prevail. There's no reason in the world, no circumstances in the world why we should be even considering allowing Trump to get back in office. Please go ahead and select the obvious choice, y'all.
Man, y'all gotta know that what happened the last time was not the best, man. It wasn't the best. We were not being our best and doing our best as a country.
No.
Yeah, man, we gave a bunch of tax cuts to the rich that caused us to go about $6-7 trillion in deficit, man, on top of everything else. And COVID, y'all remember that, the lockdown?
We had a president to draw a Sharpie on a weather map on national TV and sit there and tell people that the hurricane was over here and not here.
That man put a booby on Alabama, man.
He told people to inject disinfectants. He literally said, can we look into that to a doctor? And the doctor sat there mortified.
All right, so irregardless of the past,
yes,
let's talk about
the future.
Let's talk about the future. Man, this dude is something else, man. Y'all got to see this.
We have to win this election, most important election ever. We want a landslide that's too big to rig. If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Okay, so
he sounds pretty confident for a guy telling somebody you'll never have to vote again.
I mean, my goodness.
He sounds really confident, don't he?
Man.
He sounds like he got some kind of plan in place. Man. If you can just get me over the hump this time, you'll never have to worry about voting anymore.
Yeah, they asked him what he meant by that, and he said, well, I was just talking to the Christians because he thinks that Christians notoriously are do not get out and vote. Like Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses are like the same as far as voting patterns. And so he's telling them, you just go out and vote this time, and then you Christians won't have to vote no more after that because it'll be fixed. And my question is, what that man mean by fixed, man?
Well, that's the thing.
So you won't have to vote no more.
Well, fix means that we're going to take this thing to a point where your vote won't even matter. We're going to be in power regardless. Like for instance, every single person that is watching this is a potential voter. Do you vote or do you not vote? If you vote, vote well. That's my thing. What makes a person a good voter is whether they know the issues, they know the records of the people up, and they know the intentions of the people up for the job. And definitely Trump's intention is to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
And so you got to realize this. He's going to do whatever he can to stay out of jail. He's also going to make sure that he gets to stay in power and take over everything. And the Supreme Court is sitting there doing it on his behalf, and the Congress has already done him favor after favor. Mm-hmm. They declared him not guilty of crimes and misdemeanors, doing 2 impeachments.
Yeah.
And they let him off the hook for those.
Yeah.
And so you got Congress and the Supreme Court looking out for the presidency. And then this guy.
And Judge Eileen Cannon, you forgot about that chick.
Yeah, I ain't got to her yet.
Yeah.
But you got this guy being the candidate. So you have to bounce off of the issues, what the guy is for, who the guy is and what he's done and what he's looking to do. And tell me if Trump measures up to a viable candidate based on his situation with all of the criminal charges and everything else. Lord have mercy. Y'all got to let him go.
Yeah. Speaking of Clarence Thomas and his Supreme Court, y'all don't even realize that they voted down affirmative action, man. Clarence Thomas got to the Supreme Court simply because of affirmative action under Bush.
Yes.
I had to say it like that.
He was a DEI hire.
Yeah, he was DEI. And then he voted to kill all of that for anybody else that wants to follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, so they took care of affirmative action. They took care of, during the Chevron deference case, they took care of taking the power of decision making as far as violating regulations from the department heads and placing that into the courts too. The department heads no longer have the ability to overrule certain decisions.
Yeah, so for instance, the EPA can't rule over whether or not soiling our farmlands with oil, raw oil straight from Chevron is a problem.
And oil mix.
Nah, that's gonna go up to the people that dang on killed affirmative action.
The judge gonna get to decide.
Yeah,
that's how they want to do it now.
Yeah, and
instead of a person who's sitting there with a tube in the dirt telling you how much oil is in here. They don't want that person to decide.
Yeah, and then we got Dobbs, aka Rovember.
Rovember is coming. The women are not appreciating your deliberate slap in the face by doing away with Roe v. Wade. I mean, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, they did that
on any level.
Yeah, Trump made that promise and he kept it, and he has been bragging about it ever since.
Yeah, he did this one time. He did like this.
Yeah, the same way he did with Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah, that's for all you vax heads.
Yeah, for the vax heads and the maskers. All right, so not to mention, you all remember that little thing that presidents used to have where if they commit crimes, no matter if they were in office, out of office, whatever, where they could just go to jail if they commit crime.
Richard Nixon?
Richard Nixon, telling people to go down and break into the Democratic DNC and
take all you can
and bring it here so we can see
I want every piece of paper they got.
Yeah, that was illegal then. Well, guess what? Under this new Supreme Court that seems to be licking Donald Trump's dang on resurrection power. What they call them? Fight shoes.
Yeah,
they're licking the fight, not the gold ones, just the new. Y'all ain't seen the new ones with the fist pump.
The red, white, and blue.
Yeah, y'all ain't seen
mostly white.
Yeah, so yeah, they licking them things. And they said that a president should be immune if he happened to be having a conversation with somebody that was employed by him and it was around it. So even if
any documents that were derived from that meeting, they
can't be used as evidence. Yeah, so that's
what the Supreme Court
presidential
said.
Immunity.
So now a president can do anything.
Yeah, as long as he's talking to Vivek Ramaswamy or something.
I wonder if Joe Biden had been in front of this court and he was subject to being charged and convicted, would the Supreme Court have said Joe Biden, the president, is immune? If Joe Biden was there?
Yeah.
Or what about if Kamala was there? Or Obama? Maybe if Obama had committed a few crimes in his day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would they have said presidents are immune? No.
They would not have said that.
They did it because there's Trump sitting there.
Yeah, and he's already got a freaking
use your head.
Darn near 100 dang on convictions, and that man sitting up there, man. Y'all.
I mean, the case that they did it on was where Trump literally assembled a crowd he knew was violent and told them to go to the Capitol at the very moment where the election was being certified by the vice president that he told and spoke of in front of the crowd that he needs to do the right thing or else. And they went, that same crowd that he spoke to went down there and built a gallows on top of the Capitol grounds.
Yeah.
And so we see, are you seeing it? Like it's all over.
Yeah.
We can't.
Hey, speaking of vice presidents, man,
Oh,
he got a new one on
the
deck,
new guy who's subject to being hung, or hopefully not.
No, we don't want him hung.
If the Democrats have their way, he will not be hung. If Trump get in there, all bets off.
All bets off, baby.
For President Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance.
Terrible candidate, idiot if you voted for him. Might be America's Hitler, might be a cynical a-hole, cultural heroine, noxious and reprehensible.
But I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place. He's leading our political discourse to a very negative place. If Trump is elected president, he has to be a much different president than he was a candidate. As a candidate, he was fundamentally divisive, arrogant. I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
Hey, man, y'all see what I'm talking about, man. That's his VP pick. The guy that can't stand him.
The guy that say, all y'all people that don't got babies, if you're female, you're an old cat lady.
An old cat lady, and you don't need to have your finger on the trigger of power.
And Trump say, well, he just really like families.
Hey, do you know that guy's religious persuasion? J.D. Vance.
I think it's money, 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 money.
Oh no, I didn't talking about his morals. I'm talking about his who he claimed. You know?
I don't know.
Man, that dude's a dang on
evangelical.
No,
Catholic.
Catholico.
Oh, he's a Catholic.
Yes, and do you know that typically ain't nobody that's running the entire Catholic Church got any children, dang on cat ladies?
He old me out, dude.
Yeah.
And a couch humper.
Man, his whole religion is run by men that do not have children. And he want people that don't have children to have less of a vote than the people that do have children. Like, you should be able to vote for all your kids, and you get their vote. Every kid you have, you get an extra vote. That's what he say.
Yeah,
man, that'll put out them dang on priests, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna sum this up in criminal speak. He like families.
That's what
Trump said.
Yeah,
he
Trump
really likes the family. The family. Yeah. And so another thing these jokers trying to do, don't sleep. They still trying to go after Obamacare. Last time Trump was in office, he pushed very hard to take away Obamacare and bring back pre-existing conditions and lifetime caps. That's also what Project 2025 poses. And he's trying to do it again. And look, people, do we want lifetime caps and pre-existing conditions again? Do we want to go back there? We're not trying to go back.
Yeah, Kamala said it. We will not go back.
They want to do away with the Department of Education. They already took care of what is it? We talked about affirmative action. They already took care of that. But they want to take care of the Department of Education as a whole. They want to privatize as many schools as they can and put them in religious organizations so that they can continue to indoctrinate our doggone youth.
Yep. They want to make the dang on Justice Department and the dang on presidency. They want the president to directly control the Justice Department, unlike what we have today.
And to be able to go after journalists, do away with libel laws. But yes, speaking about the president being controlling the Justice Department, the president is not necessarily even qualified to make those decisions because he's not a lawyer. He's not even a prosecutor or any. He doesn't have the training to even do it. But they want to shift. The Supreme Court is helping to shift the capability of the presidency to be able to control the arms of justice in America. And once you do that, it's all about cronyism. It's all about who they decide to put in power. They're going to do anything they want. You think things are bad now from a police brutality perspective?
Yeah, wait till Trump gives the police complete immunity, even if they make a mistake or even if they don't make a mistake. They can
just pardon.
Yeah, he wants summary execution of the drug dealers. So, what better way than to empower the police to kill you on the street and yep, he had a joint, so he was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I had to execute him on the street.
And to slaughter him. And it just
immune! You're immune!
And it just so happens the same guy that's posing all of this has said that he wants to be a dictator. He's literally said he's the dictator. Now, he's the same guy that literally on TV or on radio said that if his daughter was so hot that if it wasn't his daughter, he'd be dating her. So we're talking about, like, think about it, like all of this bundled up into one person, all from that range of stuff.
All of this bundled up into Epstein's best friend. He's all
his couch buddy.
You want to see
for 20 years? He was Epstein's main wingman.
Yeah. Speaking of a couch buddy, man, y'all heard about that VP, man, that advanced dude. Hey, we got another VP for you, man. Y'all ain't seen this.
This is a different kind of VP, and this is one that's future Pete.
Oh, nah. Check this out.
You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you got something to say, say it to my face. You may have noticed.
You may have noticed. You may have.
I don't think y'all noticed.
I'm trying to tell you. I told you over and over. Y'all look through our videos. Watch our videos, please. Go back, fact check us. This is a forum open for discussion. We just want to say no time to play. Can't consider Trump. Too much at stake. If the world ends up being a crap storm 4 or 5 years from now, just because we don't decide to put Kamala in office, don't look back and say you wish you would have did X, Y, or Z. Now's the time. I'm telling you, because once we go over that hump, the Supreme Court's on the line, Congress is on the line, everything. Once we go over that hump, it ain't no getting back. This is what we're trying to tell you.
Man, and if you got something to say to our face, man, say it on our Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook. You know to say it.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Want to take you a doodly do, can you dig it? And all I wanna do is just listen to you. Thank you. Politics 72. Can you dig it? Want to take you a doodly do, can you dig it? And all I wanna do, you wish just listening to you. Thank you, politics 72. Can you dig it? KQ. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Can you dig it?
1, 2, KQ. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Can you dig it? Yeah, can you dig it?